Chapter 2 Remix is here, and that means a new map, sort of. And that means new drop spots. Today, I'm going to be going over all the best drop spots that I think you should be dropping at if you want to try and get wins, you want to get placement in ranked. Let's check it out right now. Alright, first place where you're going to drop is going to entail one of the bosses, but with a twist. I'm talking about Dynamo TNTina, but the thing is, you do not want to land at the rig. You actually want to land down here in this like little slurpy cavern, sort of like cabins. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop down here, and while everyone else is fighting the bosses, fighting each other over on the actual rig, you can loot up here, get full shield from the slurp barrels, all the guns that you need, and then you move over there, grab your loot, and absolutely destroy the lobby. This drop is going to work for competitive. This is even going to work for, honestly, squads. Maybe I'll just keep it to, like, duos or trios, though. But when you do move over to the rig, obviously you have all that loot. This is where you're going to drop. You have a couple other things around the place where there's other loot drops, but you want to drop over here. You're going to get all the loot around here. I think there's about 10 chest spawns here. Heaps of floor loot. While you're running through, definitely get yourself to full wood so you can fight off anyone that has gone to the rig before you. You're going to have all these slurp barrels around the map. Make sure to break them. Just hold onto your shield. You do not need to use them. As you can see in the water as well right here, we've got heaps and heaps of slurp barrels. Another slurp barrel here. Then you're going to break in here. Got a couple more over here as well. Chests, of course. All right, so now that we are at full shield, I'm not going to loot all this stuff because obviously I'm just showing you guys the drop spots. We're in a custom, so there's no people that we have to fight. But you've also got this one. As you're moving over to the rig, it's got even more shield. Now what you want to do is once you've looted that place, head down to the docks right here and jump in a boat. It's basically 100% spawn rate, so you'll never not have a boat there. You know, go over to here. You're going to enter through this door. Now, you can upgrade your stuff if you would like to right now. Now, you want to jump in this booth. The reason you want to enter from this way is so you've got the booth. You can disguise yourself so you do not have to worry about the bots trying to fight you while you are trying to loot up. Now, if there is other people here, obviously this is your time to quickly grab them before they obviously keep getting looted up. But as you can see, these guys are not going to fight you because you are just chilling. You're one of them. While you're going through, obviously there's plenty of metal here too. So you could even like honestly get to full metal. Your whole squad could literally get to full metal if you wanted to. But you do want to quickly go over to TNTina as fast as possible and take her out. Alright, so once she is out, Dynamo TNTina will now be one of your squad mates. You're going to pick up her TNT bow because it does go crazy. You're also going to want to grab her key card. You want to jump down here. Usually zone would start pushing you out by now, so you do have to be quite fast at this. We've actually got a good zone this time, so we're chilling. You're going to want to jump down and break in through this wall, so you literally can just jump down from any of those things, jump in the water, jump in through here, and you'll find the key card place. Chuck your key card in, and you're going to find so much loot in here, it's not even funny. Yeah, so obviously TNTina is now one of your hired NPCs. You're going to have multiple epic chests, just like you know. We're getting every single goddamn RPG ever. 3 legendary chests, heaps of stuff like that, and we've got all these big henchman chests as well. Once you do that, guys, basically, you're going to win this pretty much 100%. I mean, unless you just do the, you know, generational fumble like I do. And then, yeah, you can move into Slopey Swamp if you don't have enough shield. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, let's get to the next drop spot. All right, for drop spot 2, I want to take you to a place that is a little bit less contested. And now the loot is not going to be as good, but there is so many chests that honestly you probably will get a purple pump or something like that. You want to look at the top of the map. There is this lighthouse here. So what you're going to want to do is go down to the lighthouse. This place is definitely going to be good for solos and duos. Squads might be pushing it a little bit. Definitely could make it work. Now, the reason this spot is really good is because you guys are going to get full metal basically straight off the bat. You're going to have decent loot all the way through. You're also away from people, like, so if you don't like fighting people off the bat, this is definitely a spot you want to drop. It is basically always uncontested. So basically you're going to want to aim over for this lighthouse. Now, if you are playing duos, I would suggest one person goes to the lighthouse, one person goes to this house here. That's what me and Con usually do. So if you're better at your drops than me, you're going to land up there. There is a chest that spawns up there. Plus you can also go through this. There's also more loot drops there. All right. So we have a chest that is inside of this lighthouse, plus also one right at the top, mantling up here. So off the bat, we've got 2 chests already. There is some other loot spots around here. You'll be able to see, boom, 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 boom. All right, so now you're going to want to run all the way down. Even while you're coming through, you could honestly just keep hitting this all the way down. You're not going to die, so you may as well just keep hitting it if you want to get some brick up in you. You'll probably get about 100, I'd say. So once you make it to the bottom, you're going to rotate over here to this little shed and also the house. Obviously, if your duo was there, there, they would have looted it by now. One chest does spawn over here, and I think there is about 3 or 2 spawns inside the house. There's usually a chest in the roof. There's one in the second story, and also I think one on the first story as well. All right, so we got one in here. And you got one out the back place here. There is plenty of floor loot in this place too. Then all you want to do is jump onto this zip line. So there is 5 houses when you jump over here. I'm not going to loot through all of them, but there is 5 houses, as you can see in the minimap. 5 houses that you guys can loot. They all have about 2 or 3 chests in them. We've obviously got the car. I'm going to show you what you should do, in my opinion, once you've looted that sort of stuff. You're going to want to go down to that like little quarantine section here. There is another 4 or something chests in there. And then once you do that, you're actually going to want to move over to this island here. Now, this is good for ranked if you want to get all your mats and you want to get those placement points. You obviously don't have to try and fight any people. You can just sit here and loot up. Now, the good thing about these planes is every single one gives you like 100 to 150 metal. And as you can see, there's 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is so many around. Plus, there's obviously loot here as well. So you do get extra stuff. Chests over there, obviously. So you are basically 100% guaranteed to have full metal for you and your duo by the end of it. But that's basically what you should be doing if you want to do an uncontested drop. Maybe for ranked, you want to try and get those placement points. Now, onto the third drop spot. All right, for our third drop spot, we're going to keep with the same theme of that uncontested vibe with good loot and getting those placement points. This, once again, is going to be more of a solo, duo, maybe trios, unless you want to break up the team. What you can do is you're going to drop over here, guys, which is just under Misty Meadows right here at this island. There is like 4 major spots here where you're gonna find loot. Now, the reason I said that you could break up and do a squad thing here is because you can actually land here. If you want to get a duo landing up here and then a duo landing down there, you're going to have more than enough loot. Now, there used to be a helicopter that spawned there. I think they've actually been removed out of the game at the moment. Usually you'd be able to rotate with the helicopter, so that is also a plus. As you can see, there is like 3 or 4 major spots here for you to get loot. So obviously 1 person should land at this scrapyard, 1 at the house, and 1 down here at the docks. So basically all the chests are quite spread out around here. I think there is about 20 chests that spawn on this, 20 to 25 chests that spawn on this island. You also get this here, which is obviously an upgrade bench. So if you do want to stack yourself up for endgame, you can also do that. Obviously plenty of metal here, obviously from the roofs, these, and also at the junkyard, you've got a bunch of these cars and stuff. Then you want to move over to here. You can even go down there, grab 1 chest. Sometimes they spawn a chest there. Get some more metal here, wood, obviously. Chest spawns in there sometimes. Up here, we've got the mansion. The mansion spawns about 4 or 5 chests as well. I'm not going to go through all of this. You guys can test it out for yourself, but you know, it's spread across the whole place. Then you can rotate here down to the barn and then make your way over to a different spot. Whether you want to go up there if you're a solo and a duo and you want to go up to that place that I told you that you can drop off at. There's cars around that you can use to get out of here. For example, this truck here, and sometimes on the bridge 1 spawns. 3 or 4 chests that spawn in this barnyard, and then some other ones spread around. Now, obviously, definitely, if you're going to play for that end game, you do want to mine all of these buses, all the car scraps, everything. You will get full metal for about 3 or 4 people in that location alone, so definitely good to do that. Once you're rotating out, just hit all these rocks, get some mats. Obviously, a lot of these drop spots I'm showing you guys is for competitive as well. You can obviously do this in normal battle royale, but I'm thinking about all the mats that you can get. You want to get stacked for your end game, so definitely a run through here. And then basically you're solid for that. There is the bridge you can also loot. Honestly, after you've looted down there and also this weather station up here, you're definitely fine. And then from there, you can either rotate to any of these major POIs, or you can even go down to Kit's old place. There is actually a vault that used to spawn here. It doesn't spawn anymore. There is stuff in there. I think there is a way to glitch in there if you want to, but you can definitely go there. I think it was called like the box factory or something. More loot there and there. And now for the last drop spot I'm going to take you actually to a major POI that is honestly one of the best places you can drop if you want to land at a major POI. This can be perfect for solos, duos, squads, trios, in ranked, unranked, anything. Let's get into that right now. And finally, one of my favorite POIs to drop in the chapter 2 map is right here below us right now called Holy Hedges. Now, I'm going to explain a good route that you should take as a squad, duo, anything that will get you amazing loot and usually can dominate this whole place. This place is really, really good, and I'm going to show you why. They have insane mats, and there's some good rotation paths that you can take as well if you do need more mats or more loot. First of all, if you are dropping in the squads, what you want to do is land over this side. So you want to get one in that house, one in this house, and one in this house, plus also that one there. If you're in duo or squads or trios, obviously you can just choose which ones you prefer. This house spawns 3 chests. This one over here spawns another 3 or 4 chests, and over here spawns about 4 chests on average. That one over there I think is about 3 or 4. But basically, you want to loot one of these houses each if you're playing squads. This is where I used to drop for my squad games when we used to play arena. Once you guys have done that, definitely go and contest anyone that is in the place. Obviously, you're going to be the most stacked in Holy Hedges. But the reason I'm saying you're the most stacked is because there is only like 3 spots they can really go to. You've got 2 more houses that they can choose and the main spot here. All these options there that they have don't have as many chests as you, and they don't have the best loot paths. If you are uncontested though, definitely make your way down this little place here. It sells like all different gardening stuff and whatnot. These here will give you 50 each. So you're going to have heaps of brick there. You've obviously got more chests and more metal. Definitely break these for metal. If you want wood, there is all these pellets. And as you know, these pellets are pretty stacked with giving you all different things. It only takes like 3 hits to break them, and you get plenty of wood from them. You've got movement such as cars and stuff like that. These 2 houses to loot. That one over there, which has 2 chest spawns. And then basically, yeah, you're coming out of here with full brick, full wood, and full metal for at least a decent amount of your squad. Now, as I said, there is some good rotation paths from this place, but it depends on where the storm is going. Now, if the storm has got you enclosed and you're actually in zone, definitely one of my recommendations that you should be going to is here, the lumberyard. Once again, more chest spawns, and if you do need those more mats, there's plenty of mats there. Now, other places, if you want to go for some more secluded places, you've got these little beach houses here. Each one spawns 1 to 2 chests, so you've got the chance of like 10 chests down there, plus fishing loot. Definitely Weeping Woods is a good option. It's pretty much not contested all the time, and there's so much loot here, so definitely check that out. Before I end the video, there's also a couple more POIs coming to the game, so I obviously didn't get to show you guys those. Some other good options are the Grotto and the Shark, which will be coming as the season progresses. We have the Grotto, which is actually going to be Eminem's Grotto. That is coming out 7th of November, and then we've also got the Ice Spice Shark area with her mansion and whatnot. That is coming November 14th. These will both come with mythics that you can get from those bosses. They will be very, very busy. Grotto was definitely one of the most busy POIs for the whole of Chapter 2, and same with the Shark was a pretty busy one, especially with Sky's Scar there, now being Ice Spice's Scar. Remember guys, if I miss a drop spot that you recommend, please comment it down below for other people to see, plus myself. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button. We are doing giveaways for both the Eminem and Ice Spice skin, so definitely have post notifications on for when I go live, when those drop.